It is good, yo. It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're going to be going over and talking about the content that is coming to NBA 2K23 tomorrow in the new edition packs. Now, briefly, I do want to say, heading into tomorrow, guys, don't open packs, especially these packs, because last week when I opened these packs, it took me like 14 packs to even get one of the 4 players. So just know if you open packs tomorrow, like these cards are very rare to even see, especially, and that's not even talking about the dark matter specifically. These cards in general are very, very rare and you probably won't even see them. So just kind of something to think about, right, as we dive into each and every one of these cards today. Again, if you are new to the channel, make sure to smash that subscribe button. Now, start off at the bottom with Nicolas Claxton. Now, when I think of Nicolas Claxton, man, I don't even know what to think about, okay? He's 6'11" with a 7'2" wingspan. Now, here's the deal, and I'm going to say this and I'm going to mean it. If let's say Nicolas Claxton, again, I don't know what his release is like, but let's say they give him a good release and a decent 3-ball, he's going to be incredible because he's 6'11", he's going to have power forward eligibility, and if he gets a good dribble style and stuff defensively, he's going to have some D. He could be really, really solid. Again, that's just my opinion as I'm looking at all of these cards, is the fact that Nicolas Claxton has the potential to be really, really good come tomorrow because defensively, again, he should be really, really solid. And obviously, if he does have that 6'11" frame with the 7'2" wingspan, I mean, he's going to be really solid in general. I mean, again, we'll see what his release is like come tomorrow. But I have pretty high hopes for Nicolas Claxton. Like, when I'm looking at these 3 cards, Claxton is one that I am pretty high on in general that I think should be absolutely incredible. The next guy, RJ Barrett. And honestly, guys, RJ Barrett is one of these guys that, again, I feel like last year he had, what his base last year was really good. I'm trying to go think back to it, but he had a really good release last year. Now that he's scanned into the game, it's not nearly as good as it was. Like last year, he had the Rudy base on quick. And here's what I'll say, 2K needs to give him that again, because if not, he's not going to be relevant. I'm just telling y'all how it is. His release is not good enough to be relevant. He needs a new dribble style as well. If they give him a Rudy base on quick with an MJ dribble style, RJ's going to be incredible. If they don't change his SIGs, the card's going to stink. And I hate to say that, but at this moment in my team, that's really what makes or breaks cards, right? If they get good SIGs, if they get good animation, because that's what it is. I mean, obviously at this point, if he gets an RJ Barrett release, he's just not going to play. It is what it is. I don't make the rules. That's just the way it's got to be. The next guy here is Danny Granger. Now, Danny Granger is an interesting card because, look, he's going to have that AK-47 release unless they change it. Now, for me, do I hope they change it? Yes. Because the Haywood Highsmith release, it's the AK-47 release, it's slow, guys. I don't know who needs to hear it. It is really slow in general. And I mean, sure, you can green with it even if it's on very quick, whatever, but it's just too slow. He needs that. He needs a new dribble style. So, I mean, for every one of these cards outside of Claxton, because I don't know what Claxton's release is going to be like, for Danny Granger and RJ Barrett, they're going to be defined with how good they are if they get changed SIGs, changed releases. If not, I don't think RJ Barrett or Danny Granger is going to be really solid in my team. And again, that's not me trying to slander either of these cards because, again, I want RJ Barrett to get a decent release because I would like to use RJ on my no money spent. Same thing with Danny Granger. You know, he's 6'9", but at the small forward position, when we have Rudy, when we have Jonathan Isaac, when we have all these guys, Granger's going to need a new release to be that next level of good. Otherwise, I hate to break it to you, I just don't think he's going to be like that in my team. Again, I'm not trying to sit here and slander these cards. That's just my thought process as we are going through things. Then we see the dark matter Oscar Robertson. Now, with the big O, it's really interesting because Oscar has the best upper in my team. So, you know he's getting that, right? You know the upper on Oscar is going to be incredible. What is his base going to be like? Because that's going to really define how good Oscar Robertson is. Because all of his SIGs, as they aren't good, but they're going to get changed and you know he's going to have the Oscar upper being 6'5". I honestly expect them to give him a really, really, really good base, and I expect Oscar to be a top 2 point guard in the game. Is he going to be better than LaMelo? I really think it depends on the base they give him, but the Oscar upper can make basically any release in the game as long as it's quick. It makes it good. And so that's the one thing Oscar does have going for him is as long as they improve his release, he should be absolutely incredible in my team. And again, that's not just me over exaggerating. That's not just me gassing him. That's me spitting the facts to you guys that, you know, if they improve Oscar's release, he could really be our best point guard in the game. Now, the sad part is we saw Dwayne Wade last week as our dark matter. Now, if you think about Dwayne Wade, think about the release they gave him. They didn't update his release, right? They gave him that release on normal or on quick, which is just a horrible release, and it kind of made Dwayne Wade nearly unusable in my team. So that's really what it's going to come down to for the Big O, right? What release are they going to give him? Are they going to soup it? Or if they keep his release the same, he's just probably not going to be great in my team. And I think that would be a kind of a downfall for the my team community, who we need good point guards with new releases, right? We need to keep the game fun, keep the game active. So I'm really hoping between Oscar, RJ Barrett, and Danny Granger, we see some change SIGs. If they don't change any SIGs, none of these cards are top 3 at their respective positions. And even for value-wise, none of these cards are good value. Like RJ's not going to be a good value. Granger's not going to be a good value. I do want to say Claxton is going to be really cheap. So similar to what we saw in Jaden McDaniels last week, if they do make Claxton right, which they really could. They could go out and make Claxton really solid in my team. If they do that, he's going to be one of the best budget power forwards in the entire game. Like, there's definitely a case in which you know, budget ballers, nobody spent guys, Claxton is really the guy to look at. So honestly, guys, if they do change some SIGs, change some releases, this content drop is one to be excited about tomorrow. If they leave all the releases and SIGs the same, I hate to break it to you guys, this content drop really is nothing to really to get too excited about. And I hate saying that, but you know, releases, SIGs, they run the game at this stage, and there are plenty of budget options out there right now at every position in which, you know, a guy like RJ Barrett, Danny Granger, they're only going to be relevant, you know, if they see change SIGs, change releases. Because, I mean, it's not like either of those guys have anything crazy about them that makes them unique. Like, at least with Claxton, he's 6'11", you know he's going to be good on defense. So you're kind of hoping they give him a good release in a good 3-ball. So that's kind of my thoughts on things as we dove into it, guys. I'm probably, when it comes down to it, the most excited about, I mean, obviously Oscar, but again, nobody's really going to be able to afford him. So RJ Barrett is the guy, if you are no money spent, that I think you're really hoping 2K does right by. So that's going to wrap it up for my video today, guys. Again, I'm hopeful on RJ Barrett because, again, if they give new dribble SIGs a new release, hoping he can make my no money spent squad. As far as the rest of these guys, nothing too exciting. I'm hoping they can make Claxton really, really solid in general. But again, my hopes aren't necessarily too high for this drop in general. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Are you guys excited that Tuesday drops are back in my team, and which of these cards you guys most excited about? Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys, and have a blessed day.